County, Illinois, the day of October 9, 2018. At this time, I will ask the clerk to call the roll, please.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Present.
Trustee Garcia?
Here.
Trustee Greer?
Present.
Trustee Richardson?
Here.
Trustee Claybrook?
Here.
We have a quorum present, and Trustee Bonner, could you lead us in the pledge, please?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Since we was on summer recess, we have recess meetings to, minutes to approve. So if there are any corrections to be made, we have a review from the trustees from June the 5th, 2018. Any corrections? Are there any corrections to be made on June 11th for the appropriation meeting? Are there any corrections to be made on those? Okay, September 25th was the last official meeting we had. Are there any corrections to be made on those minutes? If there are no correction, I will ask for a motion to approve those minutes as they were.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
The motion on the floor by Trustee Cap. I need a second, please.
Second.
Second by Trustee Richardson. Will clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
I'll abstain since I wasn't here for the meeting.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes. Thank you. Motion passed. Before we open the meeting to the public, if you have anything to state to the board, if you will stand up and give us your name and your reason for addressing the board, and we'd be glad to hear what you have to say. I will ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
I make a motion to open the meeting to the public.
The motion on the floor by Trustee Claybrook. We need a second.
I second.
Second by Trustee Greer. Clerk take the roll, please.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
The motion passed. The meeting is now open to the public. Please keep your comments limited to 3 minutes, please. On this side, are there any comments? Yes, sir.
My name is Nick Majewski. I live at 140-205 South Mackinac. And I was coming to talk about the trains that block the intersection on Burnham. And I've lived in the neighborhood for the last 4 years, and I've probably spent probably over 100 hours waiting on these trains. And I just wanted to come in tonight and make record on some of the things that I've seen out there. Well, I've spent 2 hours myself standing in the rain at night waiting for these trains. I've stood out there. Sometimes the 11 o'clock midnight hour, there's people standing out there waiting for these trains. Men, women, children, teenagers. I was just out there the other week ago. There was 2 trains parked on each track. People were jumping through one and then squeezing between the other one, jumping through the other one. And I see this as very dangerous, you know. And that same night, there was a young teenage girl. She was stranded there after dark. One of the guys that jumped through said he was waiting there for about 45 minutes. That's when I got there. I was probably there for about 45 minutes, hour and a half. And that's when all the mosquitoes were out. Everyone was getting bitten up, you know, and we're just sitting there. The people who wait just sit there and get bit up by these mosquitoes. I've seen children crawling under the train.
Well, it's certainly, not to cut you off, but it certainly is an issue of safety and community concern. Unfortunately, the village of Burnham has no jurisdiction, has no authority over the operations of the city, which is regulated by Illinois State Commerce and the federal government. And basically, what they told me when I first got involved here, in the village of Burnham, and I was complaining to them about the train as an elected official here, and they told me that the trains and the tracks was in Burnham before Burnham was established. And Burnham was established in 1908 and was incorporated in 1907. And so So that's what they told me. So unfortunately, it's a federal government issue. We don't have any authority over them. Like years ago, we used to write them citations. They went to court, and the court ruled it was part of the Illinois State Congress, and we couldn't do nothing about it.
Can I continue? Motion to continue?
Yes, continue, please.
Children crawling under the train, close to the wheels, not even in the center of the car, close to the wheels. You know what I mean? And I'd want to call out and say something, but you know, I'm scared that a child might freeze up or something like that. You know what I mean? Underneath the
Well, if the
train.
police observed it, I'm sure we probably could address that, but it would have to be in progress. But as far as the train being there, I'm just saying, we don't have enough authority.
But you can call and report that as you're standing there, and if you see that, you can call the number here and let them know what's going on, and they'll try and get someone over there.
Oh, you can take a picture.
I'm just coming to make record about these things happening. I'm not looking to get other people in trouble.
Right.
People's jobs and livelihood are at stake. Safety and lives are being put at risk. I hope something positive can happen quickly with these tracks. I really feel there needs to be a pedestrian overpass. That's at crossing number 478-708J. I feel it's our township's duty to protect its citizens and also those who are passing through. I would assume the railroad would be more than reluctant to build a pedestrian overpass at their cost, considering the amount of risk and hardship they continue to cause. So I'm just hoping that something can be done. I don't know what the process is, but
Well, we're working on the bike path, and we've been trying to put a bridge over the tracks for the bike path, which the pedestrians would be able to use. The only exception will be is the railroad's fighting us.
Right.
I'll be standing out there for hours this winter in the cold.
I know there's really nothing we could do because it's regulated by the federal government. We can't move the trains along.
Are we able?
And I agree with you, it is a problem, and this is not something that we should sweep under the rug, but something that we should keep in the forefront as a community.
I'm on the rug, I'm just saying we don't have.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that we are, I'm saying that it shouldn't be swept under the rug, and I agree with
And
you.
it won't be because it can't be swept on the rug with the two repetitions, so it does
Exactly.
happen often, so.
Exactly, so thank you so much.
Yeah, we are aware of that.
But I understand that it's not in our jurisdiction, but I'm wondering, would it hurt if we can send a letter? If we can send a letter to them?
Well, they have ranked all the railroad crossings in the state or the county, and we were way down on the list too. So if they ever had money to build a bridge, we were way down on the list.
I've seen blood in the snow, which appeared to be an animal attack on a human. There's coyotes. There's loose dogs. They travel along the tracks.
Some pictures would help.
Right.
Some pictures would help.
I've seen elderly people struggling to jump through the trains.
They didn't know?
I have to worry about my groceries on hot days. I can't invite people over from the South Shoreline. I'm never certain about missing work, events. I missed a birthday party a couple months ago, and it's just ongoing. It's every night this is happening out there, and I just hope something can be done
And it's
quickly.
getting worse.
We receive everything you said.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
And Torrance, I mean, you could always reroute to Torrance because of that
But
nice bridge they built on.
They're on
Torrance
foot though,
over
that's the
time.
problem. They're
Oh,
on
you're
foot.
walking.
He's walking.
Yeah.
That would be an option.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and it's even worse when you get blocked in on 138 case, if you're further in. We get blocked in, we can't even go in or out, and there's nothing we can do. We have to wait there until the train actually moves. So even if we have an emergency, we're stuck.
Andrew Johnson would have. I just like to ask this. Does anybody know on the board or whatever when the train stops? And maybe stop for a half hour or longer, let's say. Does anybody know why does it stop? Now it can go slow and it takes longer for it to go, but I've seen where it stopped and does anybody know why does it stop? And then you have an indefinite amount of time as to before it starts back. But does anybody know why does it stop?
They're putting the trains together by backing up and switching to add on trains or take trains and take cars off. So that's why they do that. They do that all day, forward and back, to either add on more cars or take cars off. Yeah.
And there's no way they can do that as not at a pathway. I mean, no, they can't do that as some other place where it doesn't block people from getting across. There's no, as you know of.
You think they could put them together in smaller groups and then put the big trains together somewhere else, but they just don't. They're using that as the yard to put the trains together.
It's one of the centers.
Well, I'm wondering, is it the same time all the time, the schedule?
No, it changes.
It changes.
Well, if anyone knows me, know that if there's anything that I can do, I will work diligently on it.
If there's anything that any of us could do, certainly we would take care of it.
Right, and this issue has been going on for years, so it's not that we're gonna sleep, it's just the fact that we don't have the authority to do it, so we will never negate that. And the board here, and myself, everybody have worked collectively, trying to resolve.
I thought it might even be an option. I don't know if this sounds too far out there, but put a sign up with a phone number and possibly have somebody to come and give a ride around when they stop, and then charge the railroad for it. Maybe that would help push them on.
Like I said earlier, years ago, we used to charge them a fine. They went to court, and the court overruled us, and now we cannot fine them again. We cannot fine them.
We used to fine them and they used to pay the fines.
Right.
Yeah, they used to pay.
They didn't have any trouble paying the fines, and then all of a sudden, federal government said they're protected. They don't have to pay.
We went to court, and the court said they have more authority than you have, and that's it.
Is there a number that could be called for the railroad to report that it's near?
There's a number, but I don't know if you could post it on the property, because they probably.
And they wouldn't have, they don't have to move. There's no reason for them to move.
I mean, like if they called here and dispatch called the railroad.
Oh, we do that, yeah.
You can call them, but they're not gonna do anything about it. And we're not the only place where it happens. A lot of the switching stations have the same issue.
And Riverdale is worse.
Yeah. But unfortunately, they have the power.
If the Ford plant wasn't there, we wouldn't have any trouble. Because that's whose trains to put them together.
Okay, does anyone else have any comments? Yes, sir?
Yes, I do. Christopher Hodges, thank you for this opportunity, everyone. I wanted to bring to the Village of Burnham information that I get from Rainbow Push that I think that the village, the citizens here in the Village of Burnham would benefit from. It was informed to me that the state of Illinois gives free legal attorneys to anyone that get picked up by a policeman in the city of Chicago. I'm not talking about the suburbs, it's only for the city of Chicago. But I thought we should benefit from this because we live so close to the city of Chicago. So what happens is if you get stopped by the police and they detain you and you do not have legal representation, you can call this number I have here, and I'll be free to give it to everybody. You can call this number, and there's an attorney that can come and represent you for free, 24/7, any time of night, any time of day, and the state of Illinois pays for it. And I just want to say publicly that I am grateful for the police officers here in Burnham because we got some good police officers, guys. And I'm in full support of them. And this is not anything against our police officers because it only affects the city of Chicago. But I just wanted everyone to have that opportunity. If you or your relative or your relatives' relatives have somebody that needs any legal services and they get detained either rightfully or wrongfully, they have free legal service, and I think everybody should know about that. Thank you.
So much for that information.
But we're not in Chicago, though, so that wouldn't apply to us.
Well, no, if you're driving through Chicago and you get pulled over and they arrest you, yeah, then you're going to need this number. It's not where you live.
It's if you're in Chicago.
It's only related to the Chicago police. Okay?
Any other public comments?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Any other public comments? I will ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
I'll make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by Trustee Cap to close the meeting to the public. We need a second, please.
Second.
Second by Trustee Claybrook. Will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Pat?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
And the motion passed, meeting is now closed to the public. I'd like to say, welcome back, this is our first meeting in October. And the Hammond police had, arrested two men a couple of weeks ago. They had been involved in stealing copper wire. And we've had quite a bit of copper wire stolen here in Burnham from the light poles on the street, and then go at the base and, steal the wire. So, two people, have been arrested for that. So, hopefully they got the right ones, and we don't have to continue to waste the taxpayer money replacing those. So we'd like to call Hammond Police Department for that. I'll be speaking to the attorney. We have a couple of properties that we'll probably be submitting for the no cash bid, and I'm gonna get those to you maybe the next week or so. I think we got until November, the date in November to submit those, and that's all I have. So Clerk Lewis.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The only thing I have is regarding the water bills and actually the water readings. I can't stress enough that the residents please provide us with a reading. If on their bills it says an estimate for like a couple of invoices, please make an appointment to have your meter read or give us a picture so we actually have a reading. Because there are many residents that we have not had readings for over a year, and we've tried and we just need the readings. It's very important. And that's all I have.
And I would like to say, in addition to that, we have less people living in my house now. I believe last week or so, I got the cheapest water bill almost any time that I can remember in Burnham. So it's very important to get us those readings, so we can make sure we put it the right way for you. If we have to estimate it, if it's more than it should be, and you're given a credit, if it's less than it should be, then you're gonna owe some extra money. Okay. Thank you, Clerk Lewis, for that report. Public Education, Health Safety, and where are Trustee Greer?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
As you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a campaign to raise awareness of breast cancer risk, the value of screening and early detection and treatment options are available to women and men who are diagnosed with one of the many forms of breast cancer. So if you have not had your mammogram, now is the time to get it. It's very important. As I mentioned at the last meeting, on September the 15th to October the 15th is Hispanic Heritage Celebration Month. Hispanic Heritage was celebrated last Saturday at Thornton Township Hall. The program was hosted by Oscar Canellis. He's from radio station 850 AM. The event featured authentic food, activities, culture, and history. A wonderful time was held by all in attendance. For your information, Thornton Township is one of the 29 townships in Cook County. It is also the most populous township in the state of Illinois. The village of South Holland serves as the government seat. As I mentioned last week, and it's so important, and I will always stress this, Thornton Township has a food assistance program. Their mission statement is to serve the needs of the community and to answer the need of the community for food assistance. The township also has a senior food delivery program. If you want to know more about it, please feel free to inquire about it. The address for this food assistance is 15340 Page Avenue, and that's in Harvey, Illinois. The hours of operation are Mondays and Fridays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., 1 p.m. to 3 p.m., and on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and 4:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. And if any one of you are able to get there, you can call our office, leave your name and a contact number, and we will be more than happy to assist you. We would like to remind you, we will service you with confidentiality, dignity, and most all respect. And there are times that we all come short, so if you need service, if you know someone that needs the service in between jobs or lost their jobs, call us. If you don't want to go to Harvey, you feel uncomfortable going to Harvey, we will be more than happy to assist you. Again, my department, I'm the chairperson for my Department of Health, Safety, and Welfare, and my members are Trustee Travis Claybrook and Trustee Carmela Richardson. So call us, we'd be more than happy. Any person that needs a State of Illinois Secretary of State disability identification card, we have some forms that's available for you. There are 5 types of disabilities that the state honors. That's physical, developmental, visual, hearing, and mental. So instead of going to the State of Illinois, we have the forms here that's available for you. Or if you know of anyone else that needs an identification card, please contact me or my department.
So will you have the forms out there?
No, I don't have that particular one there, but yes. I'd like to remind everyone, the residents must clean up their dog's waste, and dogs must be on a lease. Let me repeat that. Residents must clean up their dog's waste, and dogs must be on a lease and have a current pet tag. Owners in violation will receive enforcement citations. And last but not least, there's a new service in Riverdale. It's called Sunrise Clinical Health Services. Sunrise Clinical Health Service is a family practice that provides a wide range of healthcare services for acute and chronic health conditions. If anyone would like a flyer, I have one available for you. So if you are not interested in partaking in any of these services, if you know of someone, please share the information. And again, anytime you contact our office, we would love to service you and do what we can for you. We will serve you with respect and most of all, confidentiality and dignity. Thank you.
Thank you.
Riverdale is free of charge, I believe, depending on your finances. Public Works, and thank you, Trustee Grant, for your report. Public Works and Building, Trustee Claybrook.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just a reminder that fall season is here. So when you rake your leaves, you can rake them to the curb, and the sweeper will come, the machine will come down and pick up the leaves. And also we have Pekarski and Sons out today doing tree trimming and cutting on Green Bay on 142nd block. I don't know if they made it all the way down to 141st, but I'm reminded.
I got it again tomorrow. The weather permitting.
Okay.
The third house.
All right. And I rode over there. It looked like they did a pretty good job. And that's all I have.
Yes. And Trustee Claybrook, actually, we would ask the people if they would put the leaves on the parkway instead of putting them on the curb. But they put them on the curb, and once it rains, then washing them down to the sewer.
Okay.
And plug the sewer up. So we have to put them on the parkway, on the grass.
Correction, the parkway.
Thank you.
I have a question. I know over by 138th Place, they finally cut the weeds across on the Chicago side, but the ones that grew up on our side, are we gonna go through and cut those?
What are you talking
All those weeds that are growing up behind on the fence.
Oh,
But
yeah.
a lot of them grew on this side, on our side, instead of the Chicago side. So Chicago finally went through and cut those because they were really bad, but they did not cut the ones that grew on our side. Is
We
that
usually
something-
try to cut those at least once or twice.
Right, yeah.
Bush hog. So, Wayne, would you take that over
Or perhaps
behind the
we could-
fence?
Yeah, or something, yeah. 'Cause I mean, it looks a lot better since they went through and cut as much as they could, but they just did not get the ones that were coming in towards Burnham.
Okay, I have a question, and I meant to bring a sample. I've noticed in front of my house there, the trees the leaf have like some black. They're bigger than specks.
It's called tar spots. It's okay, it doesn't hurt.
It's okay?
It's on maple trees. It's okay, it doesn't hurt the tree.
Oh, really?
Eventually they'll go away.
When you guys think they kind of sickly,
Yeah.
so.
Well, yeah, but it's not a disease that hurts the tree.
Oh, okay, that's
It's a
what I was
fungus, and
wondering.
it's hard to get rid of.
Okay.
Actually, we kill them.
That doesn't hurt the maple trees.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I have.
Thank you, trustee Claybrook.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ordinance resolution. Thank you, trustee Garcia.
I don't have anything to do.
Thank you, trustee Garcia. Finance, trustee Graham.
Nothing for me.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve on the hiring of waterworks engineer assistant for the Burnham Water Department. Applicant Marcus J. Waller.
And Mr. Wallace here, you just stand up to tell us a little bit about yourself, and the board might have some questions.
Okay. How's it going, board? My name is Marcus Waller, and I'm 20 years old. I've been living in Burnham since 1994, and I appreciate you guys hiring me and giving me a chance. I'm a very hard-working man, and see any other questions you'd like to ask, I'm happy to answer them for you.
The board, trustee Cap has spoken to them, trustee Richardson has spoken to them from the other committee, so the other trustees have some questions.
I have a question.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing
I just
good.
have a question. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, you're all good.
Okay. Why do you think we selected you as an employee?
I think I have very good work ethic. I know you guys had a couple of phone call interviews. I met with the mayor personally. And I have very good work ethics. I try to, will be on time. I like to collect information, and I'm a very good leader as well.
Okay, and number two, how does it go when your supervisor offer you constructive criticism or correct your work?
It goes well. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, and nobody's perfect. So I always take corrective criticism in a good way. Just that lets me know what I'm doing wrong, and that lets me know what I need to improve on. So I always take corrective criticism good. You know, I always thank you for the feedback. That's one of the things that I actually like. Give me feedback on what I'm doing wrong and what I need to improve on.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem.
Yes, what would his job duties entail?
No, he would be assisting Brandon at the water department with readings and termination of services as needed. At one time, they would be, shelling snow from the building, senior center, at the village hall, preferably, maybe even the fire department, community center. Those things, and also they would be working on the landscaping stuff throughout the village. And just keeping the village, nice and up to par. And you'll be working for me, but you'll be busy.
And where is he at in the application process?
Well, actually 4 people applied for it, and he was one of them. One person applied for the other job. That job was already taken by Brandon Hunter. And 2 of the people didn't have any experience at all. And Trustee Richardson, Trustee Cap, in their opinion, not opinion as well, and Mr. Waller was the best person.
So as far as where he is in the application process, meaning that he's applied, he's interviewed, and he's approved.
We're making a motion.
Where is he at in the application process? Did we do a background check already? All that's done?
Driving record, we checked.
Okay, thank you.
Another question.
Is this a full-time position?
No, it's a part-time position, and it'll be covered by local 710 union, and contract says that he can work up to 3 days a week. It's probably safe to say that sometimes he can work more. And Brandon has not had a vacation since June 10th of last year, and so at some point Mr. Waller would relieve Brandon so he can take some time off. Okay. proceed with this.
Thank you, Mr. Hall.
I think I appreciate you guys for the opportunity as well. Thank you.
I would like to approve on the hiring of a waterworks engineer assistant for the Burnham Water Department, applicant Marcus J. Waller.
Trustee,
I make the motion to approve the hiring of the waterworks engineer assistant for the Burnham Water Department, Mr. Marcus J. Waller.
Trustee Richardson is making a motion to the board to approve the hiring of Mr. Marcus Waller for the water department.
I'll second.
And second by trustee Capper, clerk take the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
A motion passed, and thank you very much, and now you really belong to us. We may have to consider whether you have committed suicide.
Okay,
But I never get tired, and I so if you want.
Man, don't rest. Like, quit. All right. Also, Comcast is making some additions to the digital economy package. So you'll be getting, for those that have that package, will be gaining some new channels: Bravo HD, CNBC, MSNBC, NBC Sports Network, Oxygen, and Sci-Fi. So for those that have that package, you'll notice some new channels starting today. And in December, you'll get a couple more channels. This WRME LP, whatever that is. So that'll be added to your package for those that have that. And I'd just like to ask all residents to please watch your water usage and pay close attention to noises that sound like running water in your toilets, because running water in your toilets could be a big expense. So just be mindful and watch those things. And a suggestion that if you live in a home, that you ride your sewers every 1.5 to 2 years, just to keep the drainage clear. And that's it for me.
Thank you, trustee Richardson.
Thank you.
I have a question. I just like to comment. Also, I watched on TV often where it says every month, put red into your toilets. Does anyone have any comment about that?
But that's for septic.
I didn't even hear that.
You said put red in it, but red what? What's
Red, it's like
For the roots,
No, red, I don't wanna see it.
Oh, red. I thought you said red.
Put it in your toilet. Anyone else?
I believe that is for people who have well and septic.
They have your toilets on there too. It's, watch the commercials. Now that we talked about it, watch the commercials.
we are gonna put a couple of pictures on the website that will kind of, try to help to educate people a little bit more as to what to look for when that dial is spinning. If it's spinning at 3 o'clock in the morning, you have a leak somewhere.
Yeah.
Sometimes we ask people if they have a leak, and they will say, well, no, I don't see any water running. Or you can have an internal leak, or you can have an external leak. So an external leak, you would see it. An internal leak, you would not see it, but you should be able to hear it. And depending on if it's slow and missing, then you may not hear it or see it. So just be mindful, and that will help to save on your water bills. Okay, Park and Rec. Thank you, trustee Richardson. The Park and Recreation, trustee Bond.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We have Calumet Memorial Park District has a couple events coming up this month. This Friday, October 12th, is the Family Fun Night at the Sandridge Center from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's a free event for the family with lots of activities, Zumba, swimming. It's going to be a great event, and hope to see you there. On October 19th and 20th at the Burnham Woods, they'll be having the Haunted Hayride. Thank you. The Haunted Hayride, and volunteers are needed. And volunteers are needed for registration, scares, prop assistants, surveyors to get feedback from the participants, setup and breakdown. If you're interested in volunteering, please see me and provide your email address so that I may forward the link to you after the meeting. That would greatly be appreciated. And also, this month is Trunk or Treat. It's going to be 4 different locations where volunteers are asked to decorate their vehicle, which will be judged, and this provides a safe environment for the children to participate in the Halloween activities. And that's from 4:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at 4 different locations, and the location in Burnham is going to be at the community center. Volunteers are needed for that also. Please see me after the meeting to provide your email address so that I may forward that to you. And also on October 27th is going to be a tween scene. Those are for children that aren't too little but aren't too old, the tweens. For them to have a great night of coming in their costume, and they'll have black lights, they'll have food and refreshments, and that's going to be October 27th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at Downey Park. And you can always visit my CMPD for more information. Thank you. Yes.
What would you say the age would be for that tween scene? The age?
I'm thinking a tween is going to be 11, 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have to register your vehicle for trunk or treat, or you can just decorate it and come to the site?
No, please see me so that I can forward you a link so that you may register. So you'll give me your email address and I'll forward the link to you.
Trustee, what time was that event?
That's going to be 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. on October 31st.
Okay, now we normally have, like regular prison 3 hours, so, we're gonna set those. So some kids in the neighborhood probably there, they go around like they mean or
Oh, definitely.
Probably won't come to that, so.
Definitely.
So we want, like 4:30 to 6:30, that's what we're doing.
What's that for the?
For the regular prison 3 hours.
Yeah, I think we do 4:30 to 7.
4:30 to 6:30. Okay.
That's what the hours are.
4:30 to 7?
So 4:30 to 7 will be the regular prison 3 hours for the village. Okay. Is that it, Trustee?
That's it, my report. Thank you.
Thank you.
Are there any presentation of petitions? Is there any communications, memorials, remonstrances? Any unfinished business? Yes.
I'd like to say something, yes. As you know, Veterans Day will be coming up soon, and I'm calling for all veterans. We would like to represent our town at the Veterans Program. I'll let you know more about it. All the final details are not in place as of yet, but I will let you know more about it at the next meeting. So just please prepare yourself. Again, we would like all the veterans to come together and we attend this veteran program. It's going to be great. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Greer. I'm not a veteran, but you have a nice gift, I'll take it. Okay, that was the unfinished business. Is there any new business?
I probably should set the next meeting to wear pink, because we usually do for breast cancer month.
That would be fine. Well, thank you, sir.
It came from the man.
Thank you, sir.
Remember, wear pink.
Everybody hear that? The next meeting, everybody.
Wear pink.
Wear
Okay.
Thank you. I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I thought you had a motion. There's a motion on the floor by Trustee Claybrook. We need a second.
Second.
A second by Trustee Richardson.
Trustee Cat?
Yes.
Trustee Bonner?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
A motion passed, meeting adjourned. And for those of you who've never been to a meeting before, if we don't adjourn the meeting, we can't go home.
Thank you everyone for coming.
All right.